I'm going to show you an easy way to clean your resin molds, but stay till the end because we're going to go through the deep cleaning as well, because the easy way doesn't always do the job. Hey guys, Brandy here. So my dirty molds tend to pile up because I really hate cleaning them, obviously. I have just a bunch of these that have, like this one, I believe that's pigment paste mixed with resin on there. This one's just same thing, pigment paste with resin. Just all these little bits. There's also like this one that's got mica powder stuck all over it. I tend to leave it to where I have to clean it right before I want to use it, which really isn't the best way to do it, but hashtag adulting kind of sucks sometimes. Art is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be adulting. But luckily, most of the time you could do a quick cleaning with tape. So packing tape is the best kind of tape to use. You can also use resin tape if that's all you have. This tends to be a little more expensive, so I don't really like to use it, and it's not quite as sticky as this one, I would say. Don't use duct tape, too much residue. I would also say don't use just the regular Scotch tape, like the small regular Scotch tape, because it's not going to pick up much. You're just going to waste a lot of tape. So what I like to do is just get a little piece here and then connect the ends so that I can put it in between my fingers like that. I mean, you can keep it long, just whatever works best for you. And then you just take your molds, and then it's going to be picking up, it'll pick up glitter, it picks up the mica powder, it picks up little pieces of resin. But sometimes resin can get stuck. See, like I'm trying to get those little pieces there, but they're not coming up. So sometimes you have to like put the tape on there and then rub it a little bit to get it to stick to the tape. Like I said, this will work for a really quick clean. This is honestly my go-to for cleaning. It probably shouldn't be, because it doesn't quite get everything. You want to take care of your molds. You want them to work for you more than 1 or 2 uses, obviously. So this will work when it's just little stuff like that. It gets in little crevices. You can open your molds, put it in there. Make sure you're not scratching them with your nails. And then I can use this one a couple more times and it'll be fine. Same with those two when I get those clean. Then the flat surface ones, like I said, you might have to like press down, really rub the tape to get it, and then sometimes it'll stick back so you can just pull like bigger pieces off. Yeah, you just go through and pull off the bigger pieces there. Then go back through with the smaller, get them up with their tape. So I'm just gonna get through these real quick, and then we can go over how to deep clean your molds, because sometimes the tape just isn't enough. And like I said, you want to take care of your molds. So every few uses, you do want to do a deep cleaning. So stick tight. I'm so corny. All right, I'm done cleaning these with tape. And you can tell, like with this one, there's still lots of little mica powder all trapped in the little crevices and stuff there. So this one definitely needs a deep cleaning. These would be fine to use again. I was able to get all the inside clean. There's a little bit left on the outside, but I'm not really worried about that. If I were to use it again, it would be fine. And these are newer. They're still like very shiny. And like this one's an older one, and I have messed it up. I've scratched the inside of it. So I pretty much just use this one. Like if I'm using UV resin and I want a little mat that I can just pick up and put inside of the UV resin curing machine. So that's what this one's used for. And it does actually need more cleaning. I wasn't really able to get everything off of there. Oh, and this one's just kind of been sitting there forever. There's still a little bit of mica powder there. So this one needs a deep clean too. So next step is showing you guys the deep clean. Now we are gonna need a bucket. I did learn this trick from Steve McDonald's YouTube channel, is to use a bucket instead of just cleaning them out in your sink, because you don't want the little bits of resin and glitter and all that to go down your drain and clog up your drain. So make sure that it is a bucket that you're not gonna use again for food purposes. This is my official resin bucket, and We're coming up on Halloween, so 'tis the season. All right, follow me. All right, so what we want to do is take our bucket into the kitchen or the bathroom or wherever you like to fill up your buckets. And we're going to add hot water. So I'm gonna start it in this other sink to get it hot. And check it out, my husband has a little fish tank set up by the sink. Where the fishies go? All right, once we get our water, we want warm water. We don't want hot water. Just want warm. All right. Let's start filling up our bucket, and we want to use a mild soap. So I've got some Dawn. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Dawn to that. We want a mild soap. We don't want anything harsh. And you know, they always talk about how gentle it is for the critters. So that should do for what we're doing. And then we're just going to want to put our molds into the warm water. And we're going to let them soak for a few minutes, probably like 5 to 10 minutes. Just want to let anything left on them, you know, to kind of loosen up. And after they've been sitting a while, you can just use your hands and try to rub them clean. Make sure not to scratch them with your nails. And you don't want to use anything like a harsh sponge. You can use, if you really have to, if there's really something on there you're not able to get off, you can use a soft sponge or a soft cloth to try to get it clean. But you don't want to use like the harsh side that's for like scrubbing pots and stuff. You don't want to use anything like that, or it's going to scratch or dull your molds. And you can also get like a baby wipe. I just got these from Walgreens because I ran out of baby wipes. But yeah, you want a baby wipe, not an alcohol wipe, because the alcohol wipe can dull your molds as well. But you can get the baby wipe, and you can use that to help scrub. Just don't use anything too harsh. Don't scrub too hard. And then I'll show you the next step once I get all these clean. All right, and then I got a piece of fine china out here, and these will still need to be rinsed off. So I'm gonna set them aside on my fine china as I get them cleaned. All right, now that they're washed, the next step is to go to the sink, and I'm just gonna rinse them off. As you can tell, they are clean. They don't have any, well, glitter. You can't ever get rid of glitter. It's always, look, it's the devil of the art world. Anyway, so I'm gonna take these and rinse them in the sink. All right, and I'm just gonna use cold water. And just rinse them off. All right, and then you just take a towel or a paper towel, a cloth. You can you try to flick off the water, but you don't want to rub them with the cloth or it's gonna dull them. So it's best to let them air dry. I have seen, once again, I was watching Steve McDonald, and he used a blow dryer on a medium heat to get his dried off. If he said you could do that if you need them dry super fast. But the best thing you can do is just let them air dry. So we're just gonna leave these to dry, and then there's one more step that I like to do. It's not a must, but it does help prolong the life of your molds. That is a silicone spray. It helps your molds to release, obviously, mold release, but it does help your molds last longer as well. So this is always a good idea to use after you're done cleaning and after they've dried. So I'll just grab another mold to show you, like this one right here. Then you shake. So you just do a little spritz, spritz. Make sure you have ventilation because you don't want to be sucking this stuff up. That's it. And I will have this linked in the description if you're interested. And I really hope this helped out. I know that cleaning can be a pain in the butt. That's how I think of it anyways. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.